up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. I don't know what I did with my cup. At least it's just me in the truck, so I don't have to worry about it. But I do have a cup that I purchased just for my cold beverages. So we're gonna have a little mukbang real quick, truck edition, because I'm stopping to kind of do a reset in a sense. And just kind of give you my what's been going on, the day in the life. I wish I would record more when I'm out doing stuff, but I really don't be thinking about it. Versus when I'm just sitting in the truck. But honey, it's been so super hot here lately. Yesterday I was trying to put up my landing gear. And honey, the sister had to come back to the truck and get her some cool air, drink her a sip of water. Because where I was at in New Jersey, on my dashboard, it registered 113. And I felt every bit of that. Like, there was an older gentleman. There was a security guard at the place I picked up. And you could just see the perspiration on his forehead. Like, I felt so sorry for him. I was like, sir, you need to go back to the little booth or something. Because if I'm about ready to pass out, I could just imagine how you feel. Shit, like, it just was ridiculous. He was like, I'm used to it. I'm like, I don't see how. How the hell can you get used to 113 degree weather? Like, that's not something that you want to. People die from shit like that. Like, I don't see how you would ever be used to that. But but I don't know where he from either. But even in Georgia, it get hot. I ain't gonna say 113. I don't ever recall it ever being a day that's 113. And it may have been. I don't know. I don't really be out there like that. But I couldn't imagine. Not today, not tomorrow, not even next week. Ooh, look at my arms. I need to do some working out. But I am in, Pennsylvania somewhere, getting ready to, is this from today? It is. Getting ready. I just got out the shower. Getting ready to head to somewhere, Minnesota or somewhere. And I just left New Jersey. I hate New Jersey. And I don't even understand why they have tractor trailers come into Jersey. That should be a place that they use, like box trucks and those type of vehicles like that, those smaller vehicles, because the whole area is just so congested. I'm trying to clean up my little area. It's really not made like at the shipper I was in. My backyard probably bigger than they little area where they got you trying to dock trailers and shit. Like, it just made no sense. Like, you couldn't even really turn around. And I understand that space is tight, especially in metropolitan places like that, but don't put your warehouses in the middle of the city. Put your stuff on the outskirts, and then have smaller vehicles come in, like maybe not 48 or 53 foot, maybe do a 48 or a 28 or whatever it is, the box trucks. Because I didn't really see no major grocery stores like that to even really worry about it. Like, I wasn't all in the cities and stuff like that. And I'm sure in the outskirts where I was, where I I did see them. And then it wasn't an issue for, you know, trucks to pull in. But when you in the middle of the hood damn near, why would you do that? Like, and then I was down there. It just was so trying. It was so trying. I almost was like, you know what? Forget this. I don't need this. I can go home. But, you know, I said I would challenge myself for the experience, just to learn, you know, so when I'm ready, I can go ahead. I might have to warm this up again. It was too cold. Just throw it for 30 seconds. You know, when I'm ready, I'll be well versed. But honey, not yesterday too, but the day before, it really challenged every fiber in my bones. Like, I was so over it. Like, I really truly was. Because it just, my street that I park on to go to my house is wider than some of these streets that they want you to bring tractor trailers up to. And it just was ridiculous. Like, why would y'all do this? Like, it's not a trucker friendly state at all. It really isn't. Like the rest areas, you know, sometimes we pull into them, or because it wasn't even a rest area. Well, it was a rest area. It was called Vincent Lombardi Service Center or something like that. They only allow you to park for 10 hours. So unfortunately, you know, my load was done and I needed to go ahead and find somewhere to park. That's the only service station that was within my time, other without having to do a personal conveyance. And I didn't necessarily want to do that because it was just up the street. Well, they only give you 10 hours to park. Now, I didn't see this, but from what the reviews that I read, is that they be towing and ticketing people if you stay over 10 hours. Now, I personally did stay over a little over 10 hours. It wasn't much over, but I still stayed over 10 hours. Getting me together. Trying to get my, do my trip planning and stuff like that. Because they send it to me at the end of the day and I wasn't about to do shit but go to sleep just because I was over with the day. Like, I'm over the day. I'll just pour it in here because I don't like holding this big bottle. I done went through all my water bottles. I left this one. I have a metal one. But I like the way this one worked better. But how many more minutes? Oh, I still got a little minute. And then plus I'm not in no rush, to be honest with you. I have less than 900 miles to go or something like that. And I got 2 days to get there. And then it's an open appointment, so I can get there tomorrow at virtually any time. Tuesday at any time before 11 o'clock. But the company that I chose, I don't think I would recommend them, to be honest with you. If you're looking for a company, well, let me not say this, because you might get what you call them people, a fleet manager or whoever, who is different, and it's all going to be based, your experience is going to be based off of who you deal with. And of course, but I will say, communication is not in that company's strong suit, but I guess with tens of thousands of drivers and stuff like that, it is what it is. And then, you know, being a woman, y'all, we run a little differently than men. And I understand that, you know, trucking is a male dominated type organization, and especially a conservative white man industry. It's a little different. Like, you know, I'm, of course, you know, coming from my own thing, doing my own thing as a owner or whatever, owner operator or whatever. You dealing with dispatchers or whatever, but it's not even the dispatcher. You dealing with the brokers or whatever from there. So it's a little different. They be a little rude, but you can, you know, how you handle them is a little differently. This situation that I had, like, mind you, I call the fleet manager or whatever it is, and, you know, I'm stressed out because I'm already in Jersey. I didn't want to be there anyway because I already know how it is. I don't like driving in New York, Jersey in a car, let alone a 53 foot or even longer than that. Hell, a 72 foot truck. Actually, mine's a little smaller because I have a lightweight vehicle. It's already challenging. And then you put me in an area where y'all give me the wrong address. I see on one side there's this big, you know, warehouse thing, but then there's some other little smaller things like that, and we've been to little smaller places too. And you know, you don't know what the hell is around there, so where you check in at may not be where you actually dock at, which is happens too. So I asked the guy, you know, hey, is this address this? He tell me no, it's 45 something of it. I said, what? And then, mind you, the name that they gave me on the paperwork said nothing to do with what was on the outdoors of the building. So you already giving wrong information. And then, you know, as I'm I pull down one street trying to, you know, navigate or whatever it is. I'm getting stressed. I'm already over my hours of before my 8-hour rest day, because I was like, you know what? I got like 10 minutes to go. I'm gonna just go ahead and push it. Just with all the extra, I had like 1 minute, or I was over 1 minute. Okay, no biggie. But then I pull in here. You got jam packed. I'm trying to maneuver down a residential type street with a tractor, and one coming my way, one this. It was enough. And then you know, the communication is just trash. You trying to go around this way, you go this way, and then you might not be able to. It just was just too much, and I was just really over the day. It was just like, you know what, I'm good. Like, I don't need this. I can go home. And then, you know, when you trying to call them and ask them for assistance, and you asking them for assistance, they act as if that you bothering them. Like, that type of, yeah. I don't like that, because that's the whole purpose of me being here, is so I can have that assistance. If I wanted to do it on my own, motherfucker, I'd have just did it on my own, and I would have omitted y'all. I wouldn't need you. But and I would be raking in all the dough. I wouldn't be having to share it with your ass or nobody else. I would go either rent or buy my truck, lease or whatever it is, and then just, you know, get it like that. But I'm trying to learn, and I don't want to learn on my dime, because the hell, truck wrecks is expensive. And you already nickel and diming the hell out the little lease folks that lease with y'all. It's I don't know, it's kind of a scam to me. Leasing with a major carrier, I know. Everybody has their own opinions or whatever it is, but it really, to me, is. I told my friend, he's a lease driver, I'm a company. I told him I made $1,500 last week, or this week, on 2 loads. He was like, yeah, I got my check. That was $3,000. $3,300. I said, oh, okay. I chuckle, because at the end of the day, you ain't paid no taxes, and you don't have no insurance. So how much you think of that he gonna have at the end of the year? And he don't even have no health insurance. And I got me and my kids all health insurance and some life insurance too. So I was just like, oh, okay, well, when you really factor it in, he made like $1,800 more than me. He takes all the risks, and he still got to pay taxes on that at the end of the year. My $1,500 is mine. I'm just saying. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I may not continue to do over the road. I might go with a company local, and maybe something that's a little smaller. Because I'm not saying that they major companies don't care, but they don't care. Like, you already got a newer driver in a truck that costs you $100,000 or whatever. You would think you would be concerned about your investment, but I guess because you got people working there and it's just a job for them, so at the end of the day, it's probably $1 billion company. Hell, I don't know what revenues they made last year. I didn't look into that. But, and then no telling what other, they got restaurants and hotels and this, that, and the third. And no telling what other backdoor dealings this motherfucker got with whoever else. Because I'm sure everything in the milk ain't clean. I'm pretty sure. I ain't gonna say I know for 100%, but you can just kind of guess. So, knowing what I know about folks like that, his hands ain't 100% clean. I know. I can guarantee you that. So I'm cleaning out try to keep my utensils and whatever clean. I ate this morning for the first time because I didn't eat. Did I eat yesterday? I did eat. I ended up having a bowl of noodles or something. I always keep some little quick stuff here in case I don't have time to cook. Because at least in this vehicle I can cook. Oh shit. I got it on my steps. Yeah, by the time the wind catch it, it'll be all good. I'm about to continue on my descent here in a sec. But I'm going to try to knock out another 200 miles or so. So I can be closer, so I'll have less work to do tomorrow and the next day. Yeah. Other than that, everything is swell. In there. parking spot. So I understand, honey. I had struggled because I didn't have much room to get in here in the first place, but I usually avoid. Oh baby. Watch your window, watch your window. You're gonna have to reset. But it's another company, same company, another driver. Anyway, I would get out there and help him, but it is 1,000 degrees. And I don't know if I'm qualified to help nobody with their backing. But I bless that man's heart. I was wondering if she looked like a dog for a second. You know, she had all that hair. But I done been there. Yeah, brother, you close. But anywho, my legs is ashy because I didn't want to walk through their parking lot, all kind of stuff, y'all blowing all on you. I got them. There be a lot going on. Oh, he had room. They just looked close, super close. He had a lot of room, but he did get out and look. That's why. Yeah, you good. But this fool over here, he doing a U-turn. This is why you can't trust people to drive your shit. Now, I done been in situations, and I done got out of them. I'm proud of myself with that. God darn.
You have 4 hours and 49 minutes of remaining drive time.
Turned his way out of there. He first pulled in, which is different. And then he didn't jackknife his trailer. This white boy special. With no shirt on and smoking a cigarette. Guess he was doing whatever he was doing. He didn't want nobody to see it. Now he done doing whatever he doing. Now he gonna back this shit up right. That's funny. But that's where we at with it today. Tomorrow might be a different day. I got a good couple hours. I think an hour and a half. I'm 100 and maybe 60 miles. I'm gonna shut it down. So that'll be a little over a couple hours. Because I'm running off a recap stage. This company was talking about they don't want you to reset. Like, they rather run you to death. Which is cool for your money, but if you ain't money hungry, I'm not really money hungry like that. Like, I'm cool if I have money. I got money regardless, so we gonna just say that. Like, it's not, this ain't my only option, and this is my, last hope with life or no shit like that. Like, my back end against the wall or nothing like that. I'm pretty straight. store got cleared. They finished up doing whatever they doing with the store. And yeah. So that's pretty much what's going on with me. I'm about to get out of here in a couple minutes. And continue on my journey. But I did want to just reset real quick, take me a good shower. Because I took a shower the other day. Well, 2 days, because yesterday I was sitting at the the shipper for all day from 7 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Finally, by the time they had my load ready, which was trash, because the lady who was there first should have told the man, like, there's a lady waiting, here's her paperwork, I mean, this is her number, so if it comes, you go get and give her a call. I just see him, and I'm like, let me get up and go see, because I don't know if she could, let me just, in case they didn't communicate with each other or whatever, which she didn't. It's this way. How do I have this shit in here? I think it is this way. I don't know. No, it is this way. I don't know. Maybe it is this way. I don't know. I don't remember how it would be on there. I don't remember this thing being on this side, though, to be honest with you. But whatever. So I'm about to get on up out of here. I'm going to give it 2 hours so it can reset. And give me my time back. But other than that, y'all have a wonderful day. Keep trucking.